What is up, y'all? What y'all drinking? I am drinking some Modelo Negra. What is going on? Welcome, welcome, welcome. How y'all doing? It's been a long time since I chatted with y'all from the house. Alexa, turn the volume down. So welcome, 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 welcome. I hope you all are having a great Wednesday. Depending on how you're feeling, it's hump day. It's Wear It Wednesday for paparazzi accessories consultants. Y'all, I forgot I was gonna plug up my laptop. I'm still gonna do that because I haven't had it on for a long time, so I know the battery is dead. So I gotta plug it up. Welcome in, y'all. Come on in. Let's chat about some stuff. What y'all been up to? I'm gonna duck out for just a second so I can plug this thing up. What is going on, y'all? Welcome. Hello. Welcome to my madness. Let's see what I got going on over here. Empty, empty containers. Let's take this to the bar. Let's take this to the bar. Let's talk about some stuff. Let's see if I can get this thing to come on. Did I plug it up? Yeah, I plugged it up. There is. That laptop is gonna come on, y'all. Welcome. Hey, hey, hey. It's Tamiko. So, if you are joining me live, you may be on Twitch or Twitter or my YouTube or on Facebook. Where else am I streaming? A couple of places on Facebook. So welcome in to everybody if you're streaming with me on Haps. Oh, that's the wrong password. Welcome in. Plug back up before it goes off. Y'all can join me on Haps. Yeah, I pulled out the laptop for all my people who are over on Facebook who are going to join into this chat. If I can't see your chat, your conversation over here, come on in. Welcome. Y'all know I'm gonna start off. Y'all probably don't know. I'm gonna start off chatting about my little friend. Y'all hear him playing in the background. My little friend, like we done had a meetup, a conversation or something. But if you've been watching or following me, you've been hearing me talking about Kanye West. Hey, welcome in. You've been hearing me talk about Kanye West. You've been hearing me talk about all of the stuff that is going on with him. And it seems like every day there's a new story, somebody adding into the madness. Oh, I haven't been on Facebook so long on my laptop that it is actually logged out. So I gotta log back into my Facebook account. But what are y'all drinking? I y'all see my mug Nicole got me? Vintage has my name on it. 49 years. I was born in 1973. It's real cute. I don't know if you can see it. There it is. Thank you, Nicole. Thank you to everybody who's been celebrating my birthday with me this month, saying what's up, sending gifts. Oh, it's some real old stuff in here. Let me refresh this joint. Um, so I'm finally really so my laptop, doggone it, I haven't had it on in so long that it's actually gonna restart. So I'll catch up with y'all. Whoever is on Facebook, I will catch up with you all on my laptop once this thing like restarts or whatever. It's gonna restart in about 15 minutes and I'm gonna be angry, especially if we are in the midst of a conversation. So I'm not gonna talk about Kanye this whole time, but I'm just gonna talk about a little bit. I should have saved this until I did coffee and conversations. But this morning, if you've been watching me in the car for the past 6, 7 days, however long I felt like I was driving, I probably drove to the moon and back. All the time I was spending in the car, but I've been talking about Kanye a lot, um, praying for Kanye, all kinds of good stuff. But it seems like every day somebody is adding on to the saga. and getting into it. There's a story every single day that's adding on to this madness. But I'm not going to be just talking about that. I'm not just going to talk about that today. Hey, so welcome in. Oh, that's the wrong thing. So I haven't been on my laptop in so long that I'm just pushing all kinds of buttons. I don't know how to work it. Hey, welcome in. How you doing? What is going on? Where are you? Do you have a drink? This is Let's Take This to the Bar. You could be drinking water. I don't care if you're drinking water, a martini. My one of my favorite martinis is a Cosmo. One of my favorite places to have a Cosmo is in Milwaukee at Elsa's on the Park. Where they actually know how to make a Cosmo. So all y'all people putting grenadine in Cosmos, just stop. Oh my gosh. Look up the recipe for a Cosmo. I do not like to go to a place and get a like souped up red looking Cosmo that's filled with grenadine. It ain't right. So Elsa's on the Park makes a good Cosmo for me. I make a good Cosmo. That's my second favorite. My second favorite place to make a Cosmo is right at home. I had this extended period of time where I was always making Cosmos. When I lived in Milwaukee, every party that I had, I was making Cosmos. I bought all of these cute little martini glasses. Boy, we start not we, because I did not break a single one, but my company was breaking my glasses. Hey Mimi, welcome in. Thank you so much. Um, I had these cute little martini glasses, and baby, them Cosmos were off the hook. It started off one glass would get broken, then two glasses broke. I had like what I have 2 packs of four, so I had 8 glasses, and they were just getting broken left and right. And somebody was like, "Ma'am, you need to go to Dollar Tree and get some martini glasses, so your good glasses are not being broken when you decide to make some Cosmos." So if you love Cosmos, just put your hand up. Just raise your hand and tell me that you love a good Cosmo. Um, I've said Cosmo so much that now I want one, but I am drinking beer. It's this gorgeous mug that I got for my birthday. I got my candle lit. I had my cigar. I had to do that outside. So I had my little pre game outside where I had to have my Cosmo, a little something something a whiskey and a Modelo while I was outside just chilling, enjoying the sunset. So welcome in. I just sat outside and watched the sunset. I love being able to watch the sunset. So on one side of the house you can see a really good sunrise in the back when you look east, and then at night in the evening you look out west, you see the sunset, and it's absolutely beautiful. I love it. So if you've been carrying along with my the saga in the news, or either with me, because when I see something I share it, um about Kanye West, that's not going to be the majority of this talk. I'm going to just briefly dip off into that and then get into the real reason I want to talk to y'all after dark tonight. It probably won't be as wild and crazy as I have been getting. We'll see. Y'all know I get overexcited. I want my hair to be down, but then I keep messing with it. So welcome in, y'all. It's Miko all day. I appreciate y'all joining me. I really appreciate everybody who has gone over to YouTube, or come over to Haps TV, or Twitch. I've actually got a new follower on Twitch. I got a new follower on YouTube, and a new follower on Haps TV. So I appreciate y'all following me, subscribing to those pages. Yes, ma'am. Erica, welcome. How are you, honey? I am having a drink. I've had my little I've had one of these Modelo. So I Modelo Negra. I do. Is that ice? That was ice on the bottom of my bottle. I just snatched that one out of the fridge, and it had out of the fridge. It has ice on the bottom. That fridge is weird. But I do have my Cosmo. I had a whiskey earlier with my cigar, because I got to drink those outside, and I've really been wanting a cigar. Really been wanting a cigar, and I haven't had one probably since last Tuesday. um, because I've been on set. Oh, so I'm great. I'm doing great. So I had Modelo before, but after Nicole sent me that mug, we had a little chat back and forth, and she was saying that she really liked Modelo, and I got the darker one because y'all know I love Guinness. I love a dark. I love beer. I just love beer. So look, if you're in Atlanta and you ever want to meet me to have a beer, I found the coolest little spot about 3 weeks ago, maybe a month ago, almost a month ago now, called Beer Girl that I absolutely love. They have tap, they have a whole store of beer. They've got this whole wall of taps, not just one tap. So it is a fun little spot. I can't wait to hang out there more during the summer. So I done shouted out everybody, right? I shouted out everybody, Motello, the the little beer spot. But yeah, if you're ever in Atlanta and you really love beer, you want to hang out, we can go to Beer Girl and just chill out. I had a good time over there. I'm just hanging out, trying out some new beer, new to me, things that I haven't tried before. So anyway, Kanye West, y'all. Kanye West. I'm gonna share this little bit about the stuff that's been added to this Kanye West saga. You know, right now everybody is trying to do their little thing. Everybody trying to do their little thing. I feel like, when something happens and maybe you just like chilling in the cut, but you've had some type of beef with the person, or if you had some kind of run in or situation with the person, that gives all of the little media outlets a chance to do some clout chasing of their own. So not only are they going to go and interview somebody just for the sake of interviewing them, but they're like, "Oh, this is a hot topic." That's like if I went and found somebody that had beef with Kanye and brought them on clout chasing. I'm not clout chasing. I really want Kanye to get some help. Y'all done heard me say this. I think that he is a great artist. I think he's a genius. Um, as far as artistry is concerned, you know, I don't have to agree with everything that he says or does, but I really like him. So the latest, I gotta try to see if I can remember some of the names. So I read like 3 stories. So I don't know if anybody heard this, and I am not gonna stay on this. I promise y'all I'm not gonna stay on Kanye all night. But Tyson Beckford apparently, the story that I read, or yeah, I read a story and then there was a little clip of Tyson Beckford. So apparently he has had a run in with Kanye, and let me just give you some background into this. So apparently Tyson Beckford and Kim were having, now of course this was a while back, not even sure of the year, but anyway, Kanye Beckford and Kim were having this kind of back and forth. I guess she said that he was gay. That's not cool. You did first, don't speak on anybody else's sexuality. Stick with yourself. Don't go out accusing people or trying to out people about their sexuality. So Kim and Tyson Beckford had this disagreement, this beef about, because she said that he was gay, and so it was so weird and confusing to see this interview that I'm not even gonna give the media outlet a shout out, for one, because I can't remember the name, two, because I think they were just clout chasing and they interviewed him and brought up this stuff, and it seemed like um I kind of seen some other stories that they had posted. It seems like they're one of those like real messy ass outlets that, when something is going on, they want to bring somebody, some opposition type person into it, have us, clicking on stuff. My computer is gonna shut down in a second. I see y'all over here. When my computer restarts in like 4 minutes, I'll be able to see everything that's going on Facebook and all the comments. So please forgive me if I'm not responding right away if you're on Facebook and commenting. Um, so Tyson Beckford was being interviewed, and he was asked about this situation because Kanye is hot right now with everything that he has going on. So Tyson Beckford told this story about what happened at the 50th anniversary of Ralph Lauren, and who was his employer. I don't know if he still is, but he was, Tyson Beckford is a model. Ralph Lauren was his employer at the time, and he said that he was at this table. Oprah Winfrey was at the table. Somebody else he mentioned was at the table. Kanye West was across the table from him. He said that he kept trying to make eye contact in the midst of this beef that he had with Kim. First of all, whoever did the table seating, y'all know y'all do table seatings at parties and weddings and stuff. You try to keep people with some kind of beef apart. But whoever did this table setting didn't pay attention to the fact that Tyson Beckford had this beef with Kanye's wife, or they just didn't care. They thought that they would be in this environment where all of these multimillionaires would be, and they're having this great celebration, and there would be no problem. Okay, everybody, you're thinking that everybody is on the same level, right? So they sit these two at the table together. Tyson Beckford said that he is making contact. He's trying to make contact with Kanye. Kanye is just like, yeah, yeah, he's not making eye contact with him. So he's like, yeah, whatever. Dude don't want no smoke. Why you gotta say that though? So anyway, I'm watching this interview and I'm just laughing like, oh gosh, I'm laughing at the interview. Like, why would you even approach the situation? Like, I'm trying to look at him, but he don't want no smoke. It just dead it, dude. You could tell when you're in a room, men and women. You could tell when you're in a room with somebody that don't want to talk to you. You ain't got to keep trying to make eye contact. Oh, he don't want to make eye contact with me. He don't want this smoke. So he says that he goes to the bathroom and one of Kanye's guys comes and confronts him, and he's like, "Hey, I called this many different gang members up here, and it could be whatever. But this ain't the time of the place, blah, 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 whatever." So he went on in his little interview. I don't know how long it was that I watched it. Just to say that Kanye don't want smoke. He wants smoke. Why is this coming up right now? Like, it's cool if this conversation happened years ago, but why is this coming up again now where he's sitting down and somebody's asking him about this incident? Like, it can't be dead. When was that? What year was that? That wasn't last year. Just sometimes we just gotta dead stuff and leave it alone. I like to dead stuff. Like, that's dead. You brought it up for what? For what? Like, you Googled who on earth has ever had beef with Kim and Kanye, and Tyson Beckford came up and you decided to do this interview? Lame. Um, anyway, he just, you could tell that this interview that he was doing was recent because he talks about their divorce, and he said, just don't put me in it. Well, you let this news outlet just put you in it. Like, you could have deaded that whole question. You could have just said, "Move on. Talk about me modeling in Paris or New York or wherever, whatever Tyson Beckford is doing right now." That could have just yeah, that's how I feel about that whole situation. So again, I'm not gonna stay on that. This is after dark, chats. Well, I'm not gonna talk. I'll somehow I've been having all of these coffee and conversations about um Kanye West. Um, so we'll leave that to that. But this morning I could not have coffee because I was super exhausted, and I was not interested in drinking coffee this morning and staying awake. But chats after dark, we're gonna talk about some let's talk about some relationship stuff. Can we talk about some relationship stuff as my computer is about to right. Erica, Erica is agreeing. Like, right, that whole situation could have been dead. I didn't even see where your comment is from. My laptop is going to restart right now, and when it comes back up, I'll be sure to reconnect and see anybody who is commenting on Facebook. If you want to join me at Haps TV, let me. I don't think I even opened the chat over here, but you could join me on Haps TV and just go ahead and comments over here. As soon as my laptop comes back, it's doing updates. Good gracious, how much fun! So I I that's so funny. um am I single? There's a question over here. Am I single? So here's the thing about this is the reason why I'm saying this is so funny, because on Facebook, they have those little gaming things, and sometimes when my friends like click on the little games, and it'll like make a statement about them, true or false. It just makes up stuff. It basically runs on the algorithms of what you've been talking about on Facebook or social media or on your phone or text message or whatever. So the thing comes up and says Tamiko is still single. And it's true because I am single. And so a friend of mine comments, "Oh, so I'm going to let people know." But who you going to let know? He says, "I'm going to let people know that you're available." And that's not true. I am not available. I'm single. I just ended a thing a few weeks ago, and although I'm single, I'm not interested in I'm just not interested in doing any of that relationship stuff right now. If that answers your question, I am single, but apparently I'm trouble. I don't know. I'm trouble. So does that answer your question? Hey, welcome in, y'all. Oh, I don't know what made me not like plug up my laptop and turn it on and see if there were any updates earlier because I had decided earlier today that I was going live at 9 o'clock. But welcome in everybody. I'm yes, Erica. I see you. Thank you for coming over here because my computer is like working on updates 28% complete. So I am so happy that you joined me on here. Woo woo, big ups to Erica for joining me over here on Haps TV. Y'all can just click on the link and join me over here. Go to Haps TV. Yeah. It's so easy. It's so easy. But even if you're not on Haps TV, I am streaming live on a couple of places on Facebook, including my personal page, business page, Twitter, Tamiko underscore travels, YouTube, Tamiko Perryman, Twitch, it's Miko all day. So I'm all over the place. I just love to be able to see your comments here on HAP. So woo, big ups to Erica. Um, so that was the are you single thing is like a nice segue into what I actually wanted to talk about and why it's reserved for after dark and all that good stuff. Because it's reserved for after dark because I have no idea how it's gonna go. How it's gonna go, how I'm gonna act, how I'm gonna talk, what's gonna come out my mouth, how this conversation is going to carry on tonight. So welcome. Um Oh, you know what? Guess what, y'all? I do have to say something else about Kanye West. This is like ridiculous. This is another part of the story that I read today. So, there are some people. Okay, so Dame Dash, who is a co-founder of Rock Nation, as we all know, one of the co-founder. Yeah, he is a co-founder of Rock Nation. Um, was asked about Kanye's performance at the Grammys being canceled, and he's like, "F the Grammys." Like, I've never gone to the Grammys, even we were nominated. Like, he doesn't like trying to fit in. He doesn't care anything about the Grammys. He's like, we should make our own awards and award ourselves. So he's not with the Grammys. I think that Kanye's performance being taken away from the Grammys is going to be detrimental to the Grammys. I'm just saying. So I'm a person that like when I was younger, I always watched the award shows. Now you know what I do when the award shows come on? I wait until all of the awards have been awarded and I read who won. That's all. I don't have time for that. The award shows come on too late for me. I Sleep takes preference in my life over a lot of things, and that's one of them. I'm not sitting up, trying to see somebody anything. Oscars, Tony Awards, Grammys, um, MTV Award, none of that. I don't watch any of that. If I want to see who won something, I just read about it the next day or whenever they post about who won. So, and then there's Jay Prince who is saying that he wants to do a performance with some of the people that have been historically snubbed from the Grammys anyway, like Kanye West, Drake, um, Nicki Minaj. So he wants those people to do a performance, and so we'll see what happens. Grammys is 13 days away, if, in case anybody wanted to know. Does anybody want to know why I have all of this senseless knowledge in my head? Because I like to read and I like to see what's going on. Um, and I like to see what's going on in the news in terms of things that I'm interested in. Now, some stuff I'm just like, I don't want it. Let's. I can't put this down. It seems like so far away if I put this down. So here's my other drink. I have some. I had some whiskey in here. I got my whiskey stones in there. If anybody's concerned about what I have in there, those whiskey stones, you put them in the freezer and you drop them in your whiskey. You know what that does? It saves your whiskey from being watered down. So it just gives it a little bit of a chill. And then that's that on that. So let's talk about this relationship stuff that I want to talk about. You could chime in. My laptop just came back up. So if you're on Facebook, I'll get to after I put in my 19 character password, we can talk about this. So here's the thing that came to mind. And I've had to deal with this in a lot of relationships that I've been in over the years. Like over 20 years. Whiskey stones. Oh, absolutely. Erica, go on to Amazon. Y'all know Amazon. They selling everything. Go on to Amazon and search whiskey stones, and you'll find them. They came in this neat little wood box, but they have a velvet pouch that you stick them in and put them in the freezer, and they get cold, and then it just gives your whiskey. Like if you're drinking whiskey or cognac or something that you don't, even vodka or whatever that you don't, excuse me, that you don't want to drink hot. Yeah, get the whiskey stones. It gives it a little chill. It's not like ice cold, but I'm drinking Diet Coke. I'm not drinking Diet Coke. I'm drinking this. I'm drinking Modelo in my oh, I don't even drink Diet Coke. If somebody gives me Diet Coke, I'm like, if they give you, you know how you go to a restaurant and they give you a Diet Coke accidentally when you know, I really Atlanta is big on Coke. Coca-Cola is here. And so my one of my favorite Coke products is actually Dr. Pepper. But when I do get a Coke, if they would give me a Diet Coke, I'd just be like, ugh. Yeah. So that's my Modelo. I'm actually you Erica, you drinking Diet Coke? I am drinking Modelo Negra. That is too funny. They know what you drinking. So look at this. Uh-oh. I got off. Okay. Here we go. I think I got it together over here for anybody who is on Facebook. But if you're you can come over to Habs TV and join this little conversation over here because I'm loving seeing the chat over here on Habs TV. So, relationships. Check this out. This is something that happened to me that started happening to me very early on in my 20s, right? Before a while ago. And it is like a real trip. And I want to know if anybody else has either experienced this in the way that I have, or if you are a person that does this. And I'm going to let you know it's a very manipulative behavior. Um, it's a very manipulative behavior. So I feel like in relationships, your relationship should be private, right? We all understand that. We don't want everybody out in the street knowing what's going on in our relationship. I talk a lot about relationships now and my relationships because I am not in a relationship anymore. I am single. So I'll talk about my relationships. Um But I've had people do this, and I understand privacy in a relationship, but some people use privacy in a relationship to be abusive. They're like, don't tell anybody, don't talk to your girlfriends. There's there now. I honestly believe there are certain things in a relationship that you don't tell your girlfriends, and you know, the girlfriends, we know what those things are. I'm just gonna point one out. Don't tell your girlfriend what your guy is doing to you in the bedroom, because you gonna tell them, you gonna keep tell them how good it is, and some people will be like, oh, I want to see, and then they'll be over talking to your man. Next thing you know, she like, ooh, now she know everything because she already knows. She jealous of what's so some stuff is private. Some stuff is private, but when you use that being private in relationships to be manipulative and abusive towards somebody, whether it's physically, emotionally, sexually, uh, if you're using don't tell anybody about these things that are happening in our relationship to abuse people and control people, that's where I draw the line. And I've had that happen to me. And that's why I'm gonna stay single. I'm gonna stay single until y'all stop telling me to be really private about your nonsense. So if you cool, that's good. I'm gonna be private about it. But if you want some bullshit, it's after dark. If you want some bullshit and you want me to be private and quiet about your bullshit while you're if you're being good to me, no problem. But it's not those people. Those people don't have to say, hey, let's be private about this. Let's be private about this thing. Don't tell anybody about this. But it's normally somebody who's an asshole, who's always on some bullshit that wants you to be quiet about their behaviors. They don't want you to connect with other people that they know because they don't want those other people to tell you things about them. So see, people try to divide. Like they want to keep it. They want to keep a divide. So they've got this life over here. They've got this life with you. Maybe they've got a third or a fourth life that they're living, and so they want to keep all things separate. And you'll notice this when you start to meet other people, and they're like, "Oh, like that's somebody I know." What made them reach out to you? How did you get connected with that person? Where did that connection come from? Why are they talking to you? Ding, ding, ding. That's my bell. I don't have a bell right now, but ding, ding, ding. That's the bell. I am not doing this live cast in a bikini. How would I get more views? That is so ridiculous. I am not doing my live cast in a bikini. Thanks for the suggestion, but that's not gonna happen. But maybe one day, because this is so funny. You know what? Jackass number 4. This is so hilarious because you keep hitting on things that are so funny. Um, you want me to do a little thirst trap video and get more viewers and subscribers, and I think that's fun. I think that's fun when people do little thirst traps. I was thinking about doing one like a couple weeks ago, not a video in bikini, but just something provocative to make people be like, oh, I want to follow her. Maybe not doing a live cast in a bikini, but something provocative. It won't be a live cast in a bikini. But thanks for the suggestion. But it's normally somebody who is like a cheater, a liar. They want to keep their worlds separated. Uh-uh. Most of them would be Siemens. Very funny. Very funny. So I'm telling y'all, if you are on Facebook, you should come and join me. If you're on YouTube or if you're on Twitch or Twitter, you should join me on Haps TV. Um, but I'm gonna read the comments wherever you are streaming from, so you can join in on the fun. But I I don't know. I keep running into people that want to have like a super high level like encrypted relationship. I don't want to be in an encrypted relationship. Um yeah, so funny. You're making me sweat. I put on makeup and I didn't intend to sweat up in here, but it's beautiful in Georgia. It's over 70 degrees, so I can appreciate that. Um I don't want to be in an encrypted relationship. Um, and I think that if anybody is out there that's in a relationship where you have to be super secretive about who you're with, then boo, thumbs down on that. Thumbs down on that. There's usually some level of control that is beyond healthy that somebody's trying to have over you. Hey Sarah. Hey, welcome in. Welcome, welcome, welcome. So we're talking about relationships. We're talking about relationships. I am really talking about those relationships where people are trying to be manipulative and controlling and all that good stuff. And I'm really talking about that because I mean, uh, there are a lot of things in my life that I said that, like, even years ago. Oh wow, that is, that's way too much information. Um, there is, what was I gonna say? Um, Sarah, I am with you. I am so, um, I am so with you, Sarah. Sarah says I'm so sick of relationships and situationships. Me too. I'm so sick of it, and that is why I laughed at that thing I posted earlier on Facebook where it said Tamiko is still single. I'm cool with that. A friend of mine was like, I'm gonna tell people that you're available. And I was like, no, no, no. Being single and being available are two totally different things. I am not available because I don't want to get back into I don't want to be in a situationship. I'm gonna put this computer over here because it's a lot easier for me to see this than looking down on my lap. But I just don't want that. And then you get these people, and it's so bad. This is what's so bad and funny about it. So I don't know if it's just me, but I have a really good sense of intuition. And not only that, I think that I've been around men or been with men who are just not really good at hiding things. And I think they should just stop. At what point? So, Sarah saying we as women just need to stay leveled up, bossed up. I can move I can move fine with or without a man. And that's true. I feel like that. I agree with you. I totally agree with you. And we should stay at a certain level. People think women have standards that are too high. And I'm here to tell you, baby, whatever your standards are, you should probably put them up a little bit higher. Um, if you're having problems in relationships, you should probably just put your standards up a little bit higher, because if you're still running into people that are playing games and lying, I'm gonna tell you, I always tell y'all, I just turned 49 years old a couple of weeks ago, and I don't feel like anybody within like a 10, 15 year scope um either 10 years younger or 10, 15 years older than I am, I I don't think you should be lying in relationships. So, case in point, case in point, let me just tell you some of the foolishness. Um Nice talking to you too. All right. Um this case in point. So here is something that I can recall from a previous relationship. Person calls me. I missed the call because I was kind of like I was watching TV, but I dozed off. And then when I woke up, I looked at my phone like, dang, just a second ago, I missed the phone call. So I call the person right back. And the conversation is immediately weird when they pick up the phone. No, first of all, when I called them right back, the phone went directly to voicemail. So you know what that means? That they got off the call with me where I didn't answer, left a voicemail, which I had listened to before I called back, and then called somebody else immediately. And this is like 11 o'clock at night. Who else are you calling at 11 o'clock at night? So then when I got on the phone with him, you know what? They couldn't even not be weird about it. Right. You can't be weird about it because you have another woman on the other line. So you got to, it takes a minute. So if you're still lying and cheating at whatever age you are and you're not doing it well, you got a poor recovery from your bullshit, then you've got a problem. Just stop. There's some things that when you're doing it, and you're doing it well, like doing it and doing it and doing it well. If you're doing it and you're doing it well, whatever, more power to you. But if you're doing it and you're still failing at it, you still sucking at it, you lying and cheating, but you getting caught up, you don't even know how to do it, baby. If you lying and cheating and you don't know how to lie and cheat, it's a problem. If you like when you answer the phone and you weird it out, your vibe is like off. Yeah, your vibe is off because I'm gonna keep talking. I've already peeped game. I peeped game, so I'm gonna keep talking. And you know I already called you out on some bullshit before, so you can't be like, hold on, I got another call coming through at 11 o'clock at night. Let me just tell y'all this. This is another way. I'm just trade secrets. I'm giving out a trade secret tonight. So I don't know how y'all cell phones are. Trade secret. So I'm talking to this person and they're like, oh, I got another call coming through. Well, the call on my phone, I look at the screen on my phone and the phone says the phone gives a clue to what just happened. Not that they're picking up another call. This is another thing. So the person's phone, I could hear because they were using an earpiece. I could hear when someone was calling their phone or when somebody was texting their phone. So they pretended like somebody was calling them, but I've already like a month ago I had cued in to the fact that I could hear when somebody was texting or when they were calling this person. So I didn't hear somebody calling you. You were already on the phone with somebody and now you got to go talk to them and tell them that you got to call them back because I'm on the phone. It doesn't make me feel important that you're getting off the phone with somebody else. It makes me feel like an asshole because you're cheating and you're stupid. Like, if you're intelligent about cheating, maybe I feel better. I don't know. Do I feel better because you're intelligent about cheating? No. I feel stupid. And I'm sitting there like, this ass, he's so dumb, he don't even know. I can't stand it. Like, you so dumb that you don't even know that I can tell when you're getting text messages and when you're getting new calls on your phone. So I already know this is not a new call, it's a call that you were already on. Nevertheless, let's talk about this. Let's talk about peace. Cause one of my girlfriends has been posting some stuff and I'm just like chiming in like everything she posts. I'm like, girl, preach. It may not be original, but it's hard. It's speaking to my heart. Everything that she's posting, I'm like, yep, yep, right. That's all I want. And like at this age, not even at this age, when we look at what we've all been through, we are living through a pandemic. We're living through a pandemic where millions of people have died. Millions of people have died throughout this pandemic that we're living through. So for me, that has given me brand new eyes, a brand new way of thinking about this life that I'm living. Right? How can our lives have not been changed? How can our behaviors have not been changed? How can our associations with people have not been changed throughout this pandemic? People are steadily saying life is too short because we lost so many people um as an effect of this pandemic. So people are changing, but the cheaters and the liars, they're not even evolving. Nobody wants to be with a cheater and a liar. Like I survived a pandemic. I've never had COVID. I've never been hospitalized. I've never had like an itch, scratchy throat, problems breathing, any of that. I've survived. Survived. I'm gonna add a second survive. Survived a pandemic, and stuff is still going on. Wink, wink. Stuff is still going on. Do you think that I want to be with a liar or a cheater through this? No, I want peace in my life. Um, Almost 50, half a come on, half a century. I've lived almost half a century. Do you think from now until eternity I want to be connected to a liar or a cheater? No, I want peace. And if peace means being single, then we gonna be single. Don't lie to me. I don't just don't lie. Don't lie about relationships. If you telling a white lie, like we did have reservations. I don't know what happened to my reservation. I did have it. Let me check through my phone. And you getting us a table for brunch. White lie. Whatever. But don't lie and cheat. I got another thing for the liars and the cheaters. Not even them, but the people that love them, the people that are associated, connected with them. So you meet somebody that's a liar, a cheater, they've done you wrong, you're disgusted with their behavior, you're disgusted with them, you've severed the relationship, you sever all ties, and then you got those people that you met through them who no longer communicate with you because you're talking about the liar and the cheater. You could go on with that too. I don't need that. I need all sorts and types of peace in my life. Find a way to bring peace to me or step away. If stepping away brings peace for me, I'm good with that too. I don't mind losing people to save my peace. And this is how I feel about other women. You don't have to support me in being single or severing ties or getting away from any type of foolishness in my life. Or do you? Or do you? Or do you? Y'all do what y'all want to do. It don't matter to me because I'm not supporting foolishness. I am not going to I'm not okay with people being mistreated, and I've never been okay with people being mistreated, even more so after COVID-19 just ravished the earth. I'm not okay with it. Um so somebody might um somebody might have something to say about the fact that I keep talking about Kanye West. I'm not supporting Kanye West in any type of craziness or weirdness. I talk about Kanye West because I feel for him, and I think just like Trevor Noah was saying, I'm not intending to have him cancel. I want him counsel. I want him to have some help. So it's not me saying, oh, I'm okay with whatever behaviors or negative behaviors he's displaying towards Kim. I'm not like that. I'm not saying that at all. I'm saying that in my eyes, this dude is a musical genius. He has made some great contributions to the world. So I support him in that. I don't support anybody in their nonsense. If you're emotionally, physically, mentally abusive to anybody, including yourself, I'm not supporting that at all. So when I talk about him, you hear me talk about him, it's not because of that. But this thing is over here tripping out on me. Um, I don't support that. I don't support that. I don't I'm not really I'm not at all. I'm saying not really. I am not with um I'm not sure. You see me sitting in this chair. I am not show feet. That is an interesting request, but I'm not going to do that. So I am not. I'm all about my peace, and I was just. What is this thing doing? I'm so about my peace. I was um, like I have three sons, and my son he came while I was eating breakfast. I went and I cooked breakfast this morning, and I'm eating my breakfast. He comes in the room and he starts talking to me. He's asking me all of these questions, and do you know this and do you know that, and when is this going to happen, when is that going to happen? And finally I just had to say to him, can you just leave me alone so I can eat my breakfast in peace? When I was outside before I got ready to do my live because I wanted to smoke a cigar, went outside with the beer, my whiskey, my cigar. I'm trying to smoke my cigar, and my youngest son is out in the yard, like dancing across the yard. I don't know what he was doing. He's just dancing across the yard in my view. I'm trying to enjoy the sunset. I have my music playing. I'm just, trying to just totally relax and chill the fuck out. And here he is, like on hammer time, out in front of me. No, sit down. I need my peace. And that's the same way with relationships. I need my peace. How do y'all feel about this? Hey Leslie, what is going on? Um, I missed Sarah's comment because my computer was just coming up, but I see you over here now. Sarah says I'm about to change my standards for a man. They play too many games. It's just not worth the foolery. It's definitely not worth the foolery. It is not. When you start to get there are a lot of factors that are going into my agreeing with Sarah. My age, living through this pandemic, haven't been in so many fucked up relationships, just screwed up relationships. Um, I'm done. I don't even want I don't even want to change my standards for men. Don't I just don't want to date y'all. I don't want to date any of them. I just want to just, um I'm good. I'm good. I'm good right here where I am. So I don't know. I I guess that's still kind of changing the standard. Is that changing the standards? If I say that I don't want to date, is that changing the standards? Am I doing myself a disservice by saying I don't want to date anybody? I'm single but I'm not available. Is that doing myself a disservice? No. I don't feel like it's doing myself a disservice if I'm saying I'm single. I'm not attached to anybody. I'm not in a relationship with anybody, but I'm also not available. No, it's not because I've had a few instances. I used to do this all the time when I lived back in Milwaukee, and I've just got comfortable enough to do it where I am now. And that's go out by myself. I know what I like. Last week I was on a set and I was released early. And I was like, oh, they just paid me to go smoke a cigar. I enjoy smoking cigars. So what did I do? I came home, changed my shoes, grabbed my cigars. I went to the cigar lounge and hung out there by myself. There are men all up and round and through the cigar lounge. Am I trying to get one of them? Nope. Am I gonna talk to them? Yeah, I'm gonna have friendly conversation. Hey, what's up? How you doing? What you smoking? You seeing this game? It's totally fine because I know that I can sit over here in my space and not be bothered and chill out. And I appreciate everybody, every man that was in the cigar lounge where I was last week that just left me be, just let me be in my space, enjoying what I love, those old fashions, that cigar. Big up, shout out to y'all for not harassing a sister. I enjoyed being where I was. I was watching watched the basketball game on TV and it was totally fine. A few weeks before that, I went out by myself. I listened to some live music. Totally fine. I'm not doing myself a disservice by saying that I'm single, but I'm not available. Okay? And it's not all that people always think like, "Oh, she's working on herself." No. I'm good. I posted something on social media today like this year I ain't changing my attitude. I ain't changing nothing about me. Shit. Y'all gonna accept me the way that I am or just walk away. You don't have, I don't, nobody has an obligation to talk to me. Nobody has an obligation to talk to me. You don't have an obligation to come up to me and you notice me from across the room or you see that I'm enjoying something that you enjoy. You don't have an obligation to talk to me. You could just leave me the fuck alone and I'll be perfectly fine. I'll be so cool with that. You don't even understand. I respect that. Sit over there, you do what you're doing. I'm sitting over here, I'm doing what I'm doing, and I am cool with that. Because I know how to enjoy my life. I know how to make me happy. Do I want to teach somebody else how to make me happy at 50 years old, 49 years, 50, 49. I'm 49. Do I want to teach somebody how to make me happy at this age? No, because at this age, I'm not dating anybody that I should have to teach how to make a woman happy. You should already know. You should know. Y'all people uh yes, Leslie said everybody getting all of me or nothing at all. Just take it or leave it. Take it or leave it. You getting all of her. Just Leslie said you getting all of her. Just who she is. She is not. I'm just gonna paraphrase and put some words on it. She is not changing. She is who she is. You step to her and you either love it or you get out of her face. And that's what I'm saying. You love me the way I am. Don't try to change me. And here's another thing. Here's another thing. At this age, because I had this come up over the years, I've had this come up. When do we get to the point where we don't have to rehash every single relationship woe that we've had when we get into a new relationship? When do we get to that point? I mean, because you don't know if I've gone through therapy and I've worked and I've cried through that. Maybe I've had some traumatic experience and I worked through that. Now you want me to rehash it and tell you all about it? No, I don't want to rehash it and tell you all about it. I want you to know how to fuck to treat people in the first place and then step to me like that. Because you don't know if I already worked through that. Maybe I right, listen, just like that. Did you take her how she is, and that's that. I don't have to I don't have to rehash my past so you can know how people fuck me up, for you to know how to treat me right. Just don't fuck me up. Just treat me right. You do you. If you know how to treat people right, you know how to treat me right. Right, 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 right. You want to be treated right? Then you should treat people the way that you want to be treated. Golden rule. We just gonna go on back to the golden rule. I don't have to spill my guts for you to understand how to respect me and treat me right. Just be respectful and treat people right. That's all you gotta do. Cause you don't know if I've paid a therapist $100,000 to get over my problems, and maybe I don't want to talk about them no more. You don't know. I just like tell me all about what fucked you up in the past. No, bullshit fucked me up in the past. Is that good enough? Just don't be on no bullshit. I'll be all right. Hey Raquel, what's going on? Hey cousin, what's going on? You don't have to know what fucked me up to understand how to treat me right. You just know, you just have to understand how to treat people right. Just treat people right. Just treat me like you want to be treated. Treat me good because I'm going to treat you good. Let me help people understand that. So here's the thing. Here's the thing that I've had to encounter over the years. I'm a really nice person. I'm a really nice person. Thank you, Raquel. I am a really, really nice person. Now, I tell you, like, I've read something about astrological signs and all of that. I'm a Pisces. I'm an empath. That's true. I'm an empath. I feel for people. I look out for people before they'll look out for me. I love easily. I can see something in a person. I'm like, oh dang, I love that. I love that about you. Um, in the past, I've held things in. Held things in. So we you want to know all about Pisces? Well, here's the bad thing about Pisces. Sometimes Pisces will hold things in to a point where it's hurting them, and then will explode and kabam, go boom on your ass. So if you know Pisces, you messing around with Pisces and they're all quiet, you doing dumb shit to a Pisces, wait for the explosion because we're gonna kaboom on your ass. And I want to stop doing that. I want to stop doing that. And this is one of the reasons why I do this. I do this talk. People always have an issue with me like not talking. And I'll tell you, not like a specific situation, but I'll tell you what happens, what makes me shut down. When I feel like people are trying to treat me a certain way, or people are saying things that are harmful to me. I hear it, I see it, I feel it, I understand what you're doing, then I'll shut down. I'm not going to open up. I'm not going to be open to you. I'm not going to spill my guts. You're not going to get all of my heart and soul because I can already see what you're doing. You're an asshole and I see it. So I shut down. I'm not going to share with you. I'm not going to be open with you. So in that spirit, you have to come to me correct because I don't give a fuck if you want conversation from me. If you're being an asshole, you're not going to get it. I'm going to shut down and I don't care. That's one of the reasons why I do these talks. So if somebody really wants to know me, listen to you come on, not maybe not coffee and conversations, but come on to let's take this to the bar, or let's take this to the bar after dark. You really want to know what's on my mind or how I'm feeling or what's going on with me, then yeah, come on and hear these chats. It's one of the reasons why I had to absolutely had to start doing these chats because I was holding stuff in and allowing it to mess with me physically. So not sleeping well, just like boiling. I get this thing when when I'm really upset, I get this pain right here, turns into a crook in my neck. So if you dealing with me and I'm like, I get this specifically on this left side. You see the vein popping out. Specifically on this left side, I get a pain right here. Have you ever heard of a pain in the neck? Bitch, you a pain in the neck. People do that to me. These cliches are not just cliches, they're actual things. People that make you make you sick. People and their activities and their mindsets and how they treat me literally make me sick. Like I'll get irritable bowel syndrome. I'll have issues with my stomach. You literally make me sick. And so I had to stop bottling things and holding things in. So y'all get to y'all get to hear me talk about how stupid people are. And maybe all of my talks are not as intellectual as you would like them to be. And I'll just say somebody is stupid or somebody's behavior is stupid or dumb and just leave it at that, because a lot of people that's how they behave, and they don't warrant me speaking about them and their situation intelligently. uh what y'all drinking? Is anybody drinking besides me? Am I the only one drinking? um so I mean, like, shout out to everybody who is just trying to be at peace in their life, because think about this. Think about how much time we had to spend in the house, right before this whole pandemic thing turned into a pandemic thing. My son and I, my youngest son and I, had gone to Florida. We were in Florida. We had a good time. We had such a good time in Florida. We were there for like 3 or 4 days. We had such an amazing time. Then we came back home. This was February of 2020, and then we came back home, and then everything went on lockdown. That thing should have changed people's minds and perspectives and how they're feeling and how they project their feelings and how they treat other people. How can we still be in the midst of a pandemic and people are trying to have 3 or 4 different girlfriends? I think there are enough people to go around. You don't have to date 3 or 4 people. You know why? Because you can't give love and treat 3 or 4 different people with all the love and support that they need. Katina, what you got in your glass? What you drinking, Katina? Hey, welcome in. Um, I don't think that it's so unnecessary to try to date 3 or 4 different people, 2, 3 different people, right? Why is that necessary? I don't want to do that. I just want to give all the love that I left. Right now, I'm giving it all to me. I just want to give all the love that I have left for all of the time that I have left on this earth. I just want to give it to one person, one good person. Is there one? Is there one? I'm just wondering. Is there one? Moscato. Oh my gosh, Katina, I have not had Moscato in so long. I think I bought a bottle of Moscato. I got a few bottles of wine over there, and I think I have one that I bought during my birthday weekend, y'all. Um, but I haven't had Moscato in so long because I keep drinking so much beer and whiskey and all that good stuff. Um, who is out there? I want to talk to somebody. I want to talk to somebody out there who is dating more than one person right now. How y'all doing it? Are y'all nice? Are y'all good? Y'all good? Are you sneaking around real good? Do you got your one person over here? Your one person over here? And you treating them equally? Or you getting caught up? Or is the person over here finding out about the person over there and it going crazy on them? I want to know. Because if you are not slick enough, to date a whole bunch of different people. Don't be mad. Don't be mad at me for finding out. Don't be mad because you don't know what the fuck you doing. I don't think that in my lifetime I have ever had somebody come and say, I know you messing with somebody else. I have not had that happen in my lifetime. If I have, if you've dated me, let me know if you ever, nobody's ever confronted me. Let me tell you something. I lied. I lied. It's something just came back to my mind. Somebody did come to me and accuse me of dating a person or messing around with somebody, and that was not the person. I was like, boy, you crazy. I am not messing with old boy. I don't know what you talking about. What made you think that? So that did happen. Uh, my man. Katina. The ladies are coming out the woodwork. Katina said her man was dating three others. How did he do it? Let's get him on the line. He was dating three others, but she was dating him with should I be saying your name? She was dating him and somebody else. She had a little sneaky link on the side. All right then. Okay, Leslie. I love it. I love it. So this actually came up, right? This came up. So Leslie says, to me, it's all good. It's all good if a person want to date several people, but just be honest and let everyone know. So I had a person. I was in a conversation, involved in a conversation like this, and I was just like, yeah, because a person that started this conversation said that women say that, but they don't really mean it. They say that we don't really mean it when we say just be honest. And we do just be honest, because maybe we want to date somebody else too. So you tell me that you seeing somebody else, and I'm gonna tell you that I'm seeing somebody else too. So we all good. But you know, these folks out here, this is what they want to do. They want to date three and four other people, but they want you to make them the only one. That ain't cool. That ain't fair. How you gonna make you my number one when I'm your number four? That's stupid. You sound stupid. Right. Just tell me the truth. Let's all be honest. Let's all be true. So don't that's a game that people play. Don't tell me that you don't want me dating nobody else, but then you dating three or four other people. That's not cool at all. Where is the love? Where is the fairness in that? Um, yes, absolutely, absolutely. What's that face for? Cuz what's that face for? Right, Leslie. We do. We absolutely mean it. Um, and this is what Leslie says, because what you not gonna do, and I love that, because what you not gonna do is take away our options. Don't take away my options. You can't date three or four people and tell me I only get to date you. When so now this is what it's like. We're gonna say four people. You date four people. It's 24 hours in a day. So we all get 6 hours. But I'm giving you 24. That ain't fair. That ain't fair. Right. That should be the last conversation, and that should have been that should have been the last conversation that I had a while back, when a person that I made number one made me like number three or four. I don't know what. I don't even know. To be honest, who knows? Who knows? But that person, what person in line I was. Was I number two? Was I number three? Was I number four? I don't know, but I made you my number one. Goodbye. I can't be a number two, three, or four. You gotta stop it. Don't take away my options. Erica said, "Don't waste my time. Don't waste my time." Because what are we working towards? What are we doing? And if you telling me that we working towards a thing, exactly, exactly. I'm gonna get Eric. Katina, I love your comment over there. I'm gonna get to it. Um, I'm gonna get to it. Okay, y'all, I can't, y'all going so fast over here with the comments, I can't even keep up with them. So let me get to Katina. Katina said, she made her decision based on the truth. The truth that you told her it was the truth. You said, now, this is something that happened to me. This is something that happened to me. Let me finish Katina's comment. She made her decision based on the truth. She didn't want to be in a competition. She didn't want to be in a competition. So this person said to me, "Oh, in the midst of some boom boom bam bam, oh, you want to be the only one. You know what? That's red flags. Red flags. I wish I had a red flag. The red flags went up. Red. This is my red flag today. Red flags went up. Wait, what? You told me to make you my number one. And then when I said that to you, you said, "Oh, so you want to be number one." So that means I'm not number one. Red flag, red flag. Red flag. You told me right then that I'm not number one. And when I called you out on it, you like, what? What? Yeah, I remember. I got a good old memory. Right. I can't even keep up with y'all comments over here. Cuz said, because a lot of women say just let me know, but it's questions about where you met her, how long. Okay, okay, so that makes sense. That makes sense. I mean, I get it. I get it. um Erica said cut off the one that's asking all the questions. So if the woman says this is the conversation that's going on over here on Facebook. So if the woman says just let me know, but then they started talking about, where you meet her, how long you been with her. Um, I feel you. It's like Erica said, just cut off the one that's asking the questions. Cut off the one that's asking the questions. Leslie, right? Leslie. So Leslie is saying you have to let the woman know, because maybe she don't mind being number 13. 13. I don't want to be number 13. If you don't what do you have to give to me that's going to be beneficial if I'm number 13? Let's do the calculations. Let's do the math on that. Somebody calculate how many minutes a day I get if I'm number 13 in the lineup. If I'm number 13, I need a calculator. It's 24 hours in a day. If I'm number 13, how many minutes a day am I getting? I don't want it. That's too many. That's too many. And Katina said men cannot dish out, men cannot take what they dish out. So y'all, if you're watching, wherever you're watching from, you we got I have a bunch of comments going back and forth on Facebook. There are a lot of women commenting. There's one man commenting in this. So that's why you're hearing like the differences of opinion, but really it's not even a difference of opinion. There's a lot of agreement I can kind of see on both sides of this, right? So um so that's where you're seeing hearing the comments. Men can't handle what they dish out, but they want to be in control. So you fellas are out here like make me your number one, and then when we say, "All right, you make me your number one," you like, "Oh, so you want to be number one?" You can't handle that. If I make you number two or three, you can't handle it. So you should not ask people to do something for you that you don't want to in turn do for them. I love this comment. Y'all doing the math out there. 13, you get like 3 hours. You get like 3 hours. It's not even 3 hours. So you check out 24 hours in a day, 24 hours a day, 24 divided by 12. You get 2 hours. If it's only 12 people, so 13, you get 1 point something hours a day. 1 hour. I mean, right? Right? If it's 13, you don't even get 2 full hours a day. Katina says you get a Monday night and a Thursday morning. Monday night and Thursday morning. So Thursday morning, bro coming through before he go to work at 5:30 in the morning. Vroom, vroom, vroom. He's stopping by, getting kissing a coffee, and he's out until Monday. That's all you get. Because if it's 24 hours a day and it's 13 of us, I'm number 13. I can't even get a full 2 hours. I don't want it. I don't want it. I disagree. I decline. I decline. I respectfully decline being number 13. We all want it, and I think that goes on both sides. Yeah, man, y'all don't want that, do y'all? You don't want a woman that's dating like five or six other people or 13 people in the example this flowing on Facebook. The number is 13. I was saying three or four. The number has quickly escalated and almost tripled to 13. So that's it. That's all. You just, listen, that's it. That's all. But if you're going to be truthful about it, now this is the other thing that was being said. If you're going to be truthful about it, somebody wants to be number 13, because you know what, they don't want your ass at their house all the time. They don't want to always be answering your calls and text messages and video calls and all that good stuff. They don't always want you checking up on them, seeing where they are. When they leave work, they gotta text you, and when they get home, they gotta video call you so you can make sure that number two ain't over at the house with them. Some men and women are like that too. Like, bro, make me number 13. All I got is an hour for your ass anyway. Look, be honest. We're all living through a war. We're living through a pandemic that's been going on for over 2 years now. They ain't got the cure for cancer yet. Come on. They selling crack cocaine on Snowfall. We want to, if we're in relationships, we want them to be loving and peaceful with sweet, kind people. Or me. I'm talking about me. I'm talking about me. That's what I want. If I, you know, if I'm gonna take the risk of being with somebody, I just want peace. I want to chill. What y'all think? What y'all think? What y'all think? We going through too much. Life is short. Everybody keeps saying life is short. Life is short. Life is short. We're seeing that life is short. We are living through life is short. Life is short. Life is good. We living through it. Life is short. When you think about it in the grand scheme of things, when you start thinking about when we start thinking about years and years, like whatever, 49 years of, let me think about let me just I just want to think back on relationships that I've had. Um okay, let me just be honest. Let me be honest. I want to be real honest with y'all right now. I have a relationship regret. I'm not going to say any names, but I do have a relationship regret. It happened um maybe, oh my gosh, maybe a year or two after I was divorced. So I've been married and divorced twice. So after my first divorce, I was divorced in October of 2002. And I started seeing somebody within a year or two after, maybe three after that divorce. I still talk to the person. I don't know. I don't even know why he still talked to me. He was so nice. And he's still so nice. Such an amazing person. So this is my relationship regret. I regret the fact that when I could tell that he was trying to get close to me, I was like, nope, I can't do it. I let my past relationship, my divorce, that whole relationship mess up a relationship because I was like, nope, I don't want it. I can't do it. I can't do it right now. I can't do it. And this person is, ironically, we're still friends and he's still great and nice and sweet to me. And I messed it up. One relationship regret. I'm never going to say the name, but I do regret that. I regret that I was not in a place to receive that. And I think that I probably have dealt and been in so many garbage relationships because I was not cognizant and I was not smart enough to recognize that that was a good thing. Never gonna say a name. Never. Taking it to my grave. That was like Wakanda forever. I don't know why I said taking it to my, taking it to my grave. One relationship regret. I regret that, but what can you do? Thankfully, he's still my friend. Um, never had an argument, never had anything bad in all of these years. We still kind of have like those Saturday morning or Sunday morning phone calls, or not phone calls. Sometimes we do talk, but those text message conversations like, hey, good morning, happy Saturday, all that good stuff. How are you doing? How you feeling? All that. We still have those um pleasant exchanges. Um, but yeah, that was a good thing. I messed it up. I messed it up because y'all dog me out. Y'all treated me like shit, and I wasn't ready. When a good thing came, I wasn't ready. But I don't know. And even though that was a good thing, and I regret it, I don't know if I would ever go back and try to pursue that. Um, because I mean, I still feel like things happen for a reason, and people are around for a season, and then a reason and a season, and then you move on for that from that. Um, hmm. I wonder how many people that I've ever dated or been in some type of relationship with are like, it's me, and it's not. It's not you. Um, so this is fun. This is fun. This has been fun. What how y'all doing? How y'all feeling out there? It's a few, it's still a few people watching, hanging in there with me. I appreciate you all. If you're watching me on Facebook, hey, much love to you all. Big ups to everybody who has joined me on Haps TV. We had a few people join me over here and chatting with me over here. Thank you for the people who have subscribed to my YouTube channel and Twitch. If you're watching me on Twitter, hey, 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 what is going on with you tonight? What you drinking? This is one thing I just want to say. Um I think I'm gonna have time. Why does this thing keep doing that? I think I'm gonna have time to go get some get some t-shirts and do what I need to do to make t-shirts. I know people like over the last month, maybe 5 weeks or so, have asked me about t-shirts, and my mind has been in other places. But I think in the next few days I should be able to go and go get some. I've got some t-shirt sizes that I need that I don't have that I'll be able to go and pick up. So if anybody is looking to get a t-shirt. Yeah, weird. Let me know. Let me know. You can cash at me. Um, and I think I'm gonna try to get everything I need to get some more t-shirts cranked out. I love it when I can just sit and I have time to just plop, plop, plop and crank them out in a lot instead of one at a time. For anybody who is interested, you can just message me and let me know. I got my Facebook thing over there trying to go. My Facebook thing is kind of scrambling over there. So if you're commenting on Facebook, I'm trying to get it to come back up. I hadn't. Hey, Rhonda. Okay, so sorry. See, I knew that my comments. Y'all. I'm sorry. My comments were not picking up over here, so that's why I had to refresh it. Um, so let me just pick up with this. Um, Comments. I don't blame you. I would have lost count sending somebody the wrong message, put my own foot in my mouth. So, okay. So, this is good stuff that I've been missing over there. Hey, to Rhonda, I'm going to go back to these comments that I've been missing because they were not updating over here. So, I like this one right here. Who said that? Who said, what's the age of accountability? Gosh, that's what I'm trying to figure out. Katina. Okay, dang on it. I hate that I missed all these comments. These comments were like 10 minutes ago before I start rambling on about how I had messed up this relationship that was probably good. So here's the thing. I've been in situations where I felt like a person has sent me the wrong message and I'm like, what you talking about, Willis? And then they make up some kind of excuse and I'm just like, yeah, nah, that ain't right. And Katina, I for me it's the age of 49. Katina said, but at what age do we take accountability and respect ourselves? So I respect myself, but and that's been for a while. But I totally agree with that. Casina saying, but at what age do we take accountability and respect ourselves? We see these things happening, and I'm gonna tell you, in one situation that I was in, I saw stuff happening, and it was hurtful. And then I was like, oh my gosh, I'm staying up at night, I'm thinking about this stuff, or I'm going to sleep, and then I'm waking up, and then like for hours on end, I'm like when I wake up at 2, 3 in the morning, this stuff is like circling around in my mind. I'm replaying the garbage that just happened. I know that this was a bad situation, or this crazy thing happened, or this lie was told, and then I just let it go on for a while until it affected me, and I just had to be like, nah, I can't do that anymore. So I'm talking real fast now because I'm in so many comments over here. Like 10 minutes ago, I don't know what my doggone laptop has been doing. Um, um Katina is saying, right, right. Okay, so I'm kind of skipping back and forth around your comments. Um I hadn't. And what point did we get to when we have healed? And that kind of goes back to those people that when you meet them, they're like, hey, what happened to you in the past, or how were your past relationships, or what happened here or there. We don't know if somebody has been through counseling. We don't know if somebody's been emotionally and physically abused to the point where they've tried to take their own life, or where they had to go into some type of treatment facility, or that they've been into counseling for months or years. We don't know what people have been through. So is it okay to continually, how at what point do we stop making people dredge up their past in order to have a good relationship with them? Because if a person has gone, and I said this earlier, if a person has gone through a bunch of counseling or whatever, maybe you pray or meditate or whatever you do yoga to get work through stuff in your life. You have your crystals, whatever you do to work through things. You balance your chakras, you did your reiki, whatever you have done to heal yourself, your mind, body, and soul from things that you have been through, or situations or relationships that you have been through. When do we get to a point? I mean, do I have to have a shirt to say I fucking healed from that? Let's just go on from the present. I like you, you like me, yes or no? Can we get to that point where we don't have to drag each other's past up? People always think it's important to see what has happened to you in the past. But here's the thing about that: people will see what has happened to you in the past and do the same shit to you. And that's fucked up. I don't like that. If I told you how somebody fucked me over and you do me the same way, I want to kill you like I wanted to kill them. And that's real talk. Um uh, Another one that I miss, Katina said, I agree. I want somebody who matches my energy on every level. And that's such a good thing, right? We want people, if you're chill and maybe you don't go out, but you like to have a good time at home. Maybe you just want to relax and watch TV, or maybe you just want to relax and like, hey, let me give you a massage. This is gonna make you feel better. That's what that's your vibe. Maybe you just want to sit at home with your person and have a nice glass of wine, or cook dinner together. Whatever you do, maybe you just want to take a long walk in the park. I always say that because I like being outside. So I want somebody to get that, to know, hey, take me to the beach. I love being by the water. Do you love being by the water? Or you one of them people that like, I don't like the sand in my toes. You still like a little baby, like, ooh, 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 I can't stand the sand in my toes. Then you should probably step away from me, because I love to be by the beach. I love to be by the water. I want to take a hike. I'm gonna go riding a bike through the mountains. I want to be outdoors. I'm gonna have a good time. I have met some people that don't like to be outside. They're like, I don't understand how you just outside. Because during the spring and summer, I take this whole thing outside. I'll be outside. I have my drinks. I have my hookah. Shout out to Leo's Unlimited. Um, my girl Leslie with the hookah, hook me up with the hookah. I love it. So I'll sit outside with my hookah, or I'll sit outside with my cigar and a whiskey or a wine or something, and I'll just chill. And some people don't get that I could just sit outside for hours. You got the cicadas going, you got the crickets going, all of the elements outside. Some people not cool with that. You know what? You probably shouldn't talk to me, because I love to sit outside. I'll sit out there from dawn to dusk to dark. It'll be 11 o'clock at night. Now, you know what I'll do? I'll flick on the light outside and I'll continue on in my peace, because I love that. That's my thing. That's my vibe. If you can vibe with me on that level, then match my energy, like Katina said, then we gonna be good. But if you don't like to sit outside, we probably not gonna work out. So you have to be able to match the person's energy. Find somebody that, right. Leslie is a beach mom too. I know Leslie loved the water too. She loved being on the beach. Girl, you had um a picture or a video or something where you were on the beach. You always on the beach, girl, in your little swimsuit doing your little thing. And I love it. That's me. Take me to the water. I don't like to say take me to the water. That rhyme me. Take me to the water. Y'all know all about that. You Christians out there know all about take me to the water. Um, but you want somebody, and especially, younger people are trying to figure this out. They trying to fill it out. They want somebody to crunk with. I'm not going to the club, but if you want to go to the cigar lounge or if you want to sit on a patio somewhere, I'm cool with that. If you like brunch, I'm cool with that. I'm not trying to date anybody. I'm just saying I am single, but I am not available. Let me just put that out there too. But on the other hand, cuz it's saying, but on the other hand, some people won't open up to you or let the wall down for the fact that you don't know your every wrong or right made. So and I'm one of those people. I'm one of those people who, and I'm trying to move away from that, and that's kind of the reason, like I said earlier, kind of the reason why I'm talking more. I'm doing these chats. Somebody might not approve of me being so open or sharing stuff about relationships or my personal experiences, but it helps me to be able to open up and um people do, we put up walls, especially people who have been scarred. every Here's another thing. I was going to say everybody hasn't been scarred, but there are people out there pretending to be strong, pretending to be confident, pretending to be this person that's larger than life and good around people and all that good stuff, and they're actually not. And sometimes those people are harmful too. When you put on this persona where you can be intimidating and you don't even realize it, you have to read the room is the best thing that I can say. You have to read the room, because if you're and I want to say this right, because I was gonna say an alpha person, but I don't want people to misunderstand that just because people are empaths that they're not alphas, because there are people that have feelings and can feel things and feel the environment and read a room really well and feel people or see people's energy, and they can still be strong, confident people, alpha people. And so I don't want to take that away. But if you are one of those people that have always been like the leader of the pack, always out there talking, you see a person, you go to a person like, hey, I like you, I want to get to know you. You're really confident in who you are and how you are, how you hold yourself. Still read the room, because you might be too much for a person. I in my lifetime have run into a lot of people who are just too much for me, and sometimes their personalities can be really overbearing, and plus, as I said like a week or two ago, you know this is so weird, because in social environments, I read the room, and like I can talk to people, I can have conversations over here. Sometimes I just listen, but somehow the people that are attracted to me are always the people that talk a whole lot and are overbearing. And they're just like, I don't know. And sometimes it gets to be a lot for me, and not always in like a confident, great looking way, like, oh my gosh, this is an amazing person type of way, but oh my god, this person is an asshole type of way. And I see that and I feel that, and I'm not attracted to what something, I don't know. I was gonna say I'm not attracted to that, but maybe they have something else that I'm attracted to, and then that just throws me off. But it wears at some point, it wears on me, and I'm just like, I don't even like you. You can be attractive, you can dress nice, you can be well educated, you can have a great career, you can have all of these great things, great qualities, great material qualities, but I'm just still like, because you talk too much, you brag a lot, you have a big ego, and there are some things that just throw that whole vibe off. Let's see, we got comments over here on Facebook. I'm not ignoring y'all. um you don't know me, the famous argument line. Okay, so we got So here's a famous argument line. So how does that lie? Cause let me tell you, I mean, tell me in the comments over here on Facebook, how where does that line come in? You don't know me. The famous argument line, you don't know me. Where does that line come in? Where are you getting that line? Yes, Katina. See, that's exactly what I was saying, right? About because so Katina is saying she's learned not to share past relationships failures with the next person, because sometimes they'll use what you've said, what you've been through against you, and I absolutely feel like whether a person has done it intentionally or not, once a person has that knowledge, they'll use what has happened to you in the past against you. Definitely. If they feel like you were easily manipulated, they're going to use it against you. And some people do it very intentionally. Some people will absolutely intentionally ask you about what you've been through and past relationship failures to use that against you. But then what type of person is that? That's a horrible fucking person. Like, why would you? I'm speaking to the people that are doing things like that, like Katina pointed out. You're asking me about what has hurt me, or how a relationship ended or failed in the past, to use it against me. Why? What the fuck is wrong with you? Because I feel like naturally, if you're trying to be in a relationship with somebody, you want to form a bond. You want to know how to love a person. You want to know how to treat a person well. You don't want to have like in your back pocket, okay, yeah, so I got a little disrespect for you right here. Like, who the fuck? Why the fuck are you doing that? Um, don't ask me about my past to use it against me in the future. That's horrible. Who? Why? I just don't get it. Like, if you're gonna do that to people, if your mind is like churning like that, waiting for the next relationship that you get into, you're waiting to meet the person at the bar so you can ask them how fucked up their past was, so you can use it against them sometime in the future. What the fuck is wrong with you? You don't want to be loved. You don't want to be treated right. You don't want to be respected. What's wrong with you? You should not be in a relationship if you are setting out to hurt the next person that you get in a relationship with. And I'm not saying that hurt people shit. I'm not saying that. I'm saying you are absolutely fucked up if you want to know what bad thing happened to me in the past so you can use it against me. There's something wrong with you. You're fucked up. I'm just saying. So yeah, we're saying uh and men and women do it. Right. I'm this I will tell you that the stuff that I speak about in relationships, it comes from my POV, from my point of view as a woman, speaking about a man. But women do the stuff too. Women do it too. Women will do it too. You Women do the same thing. Mm, we know that. um Katina is saying a lot of people don't know how to genuinely love themselves, so absolutely you don't know how to love somebody else. Where do we why are we missing that? Why is that the missing link now? Genuinely loving another person. How did that become a missing link? Um, were we orphaned or abandoned? How do we lose that ability to just genuinely love somebody? How is that lost? Where did did we go into? I don't even know. I don't want to. I don't want to name a bunch of things because I don't want to offend like a whole community of people, but I'm saying where does that come from? Like Katina is saying, a lot of people don't know how to genuinely love themselves or love somebody else. Okay, so it's crazy, but no matter how long you've known them, pillow talking for years, but you said some trigger words you had no idea existed. So that's something too. That is something too. That's something too. Somebody's I'm trying to think about something that was said to me and I was like, "Oh, you just triggered me. You just triggered me." Um we just don't know. But as people, I think we have to grow past that. We have to grow past letting things that happened to us in the past affect current relationships. And I think one of the ways that we can do that as people that are getting into relationships is like being sensitive and empathetic about somebody's past. Don't pressure people. If you can tell the so you've been pillow talking, you trigger somebody. I'm laughing at the comments over here on Facebook. So that's hence you don't know me. That's where the you don't know me thing comes from because you said something or you said some word that triggered a person and then they're like, you don't know me. Like, what are you doing? But I think we have to get to a point where we've got some triggers, right? You feel like, maybe you've been through counseling, you feel like you've worked through something, but something still can be said or done that just pierces your brain like, oh my gosh, and it totally makes you feel like you did in the past. And as I just want to do a little time travel thing, it just takes you back to your past and you're like, "Argh," and all that rage comes out. Wasn't that a gorgeous picture? I love to do that silly stuff with my face. So you've been triggered and you like, you said that to me, you don't know me. Because you have no idea about it. So if this look, I feel like I'm counseling without a degree, but I'm just saying, if you've worked through something and I'm guilty of this myself because like I said, I had a conversation where I was just like, the person that I met, they said something, I was just like, "Argh," and they could tell they were totally reading my face. I do not have a poker face. When I'm not feeling it, I'm not feeling it. When I'm happy, you see it all in my face, right? I could never play poker because I'm giving it all away. So we have to look at that. Look, okay, it makes sense. You know when you're triggering somebody, you know when somebody's upset. If I'm sitting here like this and I'm talking to you guys know I'm happy. But if you say something to a person and they're like, "Ugh," we have to be able to read body language, right? Body language is such an important language. We can see people tense up, people get defensive when they do stuff like this. Now I'm teaching about body language. People get, there are certain things that people do when they're uncomfortable. Maybe they, back away or lean away from you, or, they get defensive, like, they're protecting their bodies, or they kind of squint, and you can tell that people don't want to talk about stuff. Can we move on, or do we have to be like, well, what triggered you? Here's the other thing about that. If you want to talk about my past and you don't know how to handle my past, you haven't had any counseling, you're not ready and willing or able to get me through the thing. Do you really want to bring up my past? Do you want to do that? Do you want to unleash the dragon? Are you sure you want to do that? So first and foremost, you might want to take a class on how to handle people when you start dredging up their past. Katina saying, We as women discuss too much of our business with our girlfriends who add their opinions. Too many outside influence. Absolutely, I agree. Katina, I agree with that. I agree with that. But here is, babe, I need you to turn that fan on. Hit it like, are you still in here? Yeah. Hit it two times, please. Put it on medium for me. Um, here's the thing about that. Here's the thing about that. So there could actually be two sides of the coin to that. So Katina, I just said that Katina said we as women discuss too much of our business with our girlfriends who add their opinions, and then we have too many outside influences. But here is the thing. I can agree, and then there's a flip side to it. So I agree with her, with Katina, in one instance about that, having too many influences on a situation or on a relationship based upon something that you've told your girlfriends or your guy friends. Here's the other thing about that. Sometimes you need a sounding board. Maybe it's not the whole girlfriend group, but you got one good person that really cares about you. That person that's going to tell you that that outfit you put on ain't right. That girlfriend is gonna tell you that your shoes are just a little bit too small. That girlfriend that's gonna tell you that maybe you need to touch up your edges. You trust her. Talk to her. Talk to her because she gonna tell you the truth. She not gonna let you go, skipping and tiptoeing through the tulips when old boy is on some bullshit. Can we have that one person? Are you that one person? Are you that person? Are you that good person to your girlfriend? Are you that person who is giving your opinion based on facts? Or are you that person? We all need that other person over there on the other side. This your hype, your friend is like, girl, you know. We need that one too. Is she the same person though? I mean, so I get it. I get it. I get it. We get too many outside influence, but do you have that one trusted person that you can go to that's telling you like, "Ooh, something ain't right about that." At this point, at this stage in my life, I'm that person because down here in my core, I be knowing. I be knowing. So how do you feel about that? Do you guys feel like is there anybody out there that totally feels like their girlfriend or boyfriend has some person or a group of people that are having too much influence on how they behave in your relationship? Maybe they talking too much. But again, if we are all behaving in a way that we want to be treated, then we wouldn't have to, make a person feel so uncomfortable and uneasy that they have to talk about something that's going on in the relationship with you. I'm saying, if we keep it in 100, me and you, I ain't got to talk to my girlfriends about you. I can just say, oh my gosh, he loves me so much. He treats me so well. We have such a good time together. He's my peace. He's my soulmate. I could totally chill with him. Just sitting around reading books, discussing what we read. We cool with that. Or are you shitting on me every day and then I got to go run and talk to somebody because I'm so fucked up in the head that I need to talk to somebody. I need to have a release. I need to have an outlet. I feel like at this point, we should just be able to chill. It could be just me and you. We just chilling. I don't have to talk to nobody else about what's going on between us because we're all good. I'm respecting you. You respecting me. We're having a loving, great relationship. We running down the beach together. We're going sitting, you know, having us a good time, sitting in the park, pushing each other on swings. I don't know whatever y'all doing out here. Continue saying, okay. Now that's a thing too. Katina saying she simply gets in her closet in the dark and prays. I like to think for myself, and It's her life, is her decision. Her life, her decision. So Katina is keeping out those outside influences. She's talking to God about it. It's her life. She's got her spirit guide, and that's her influence. And that's it. It's her life. She's not letting anybody affect her relationship with another person, because she's going into her closet in the dark and she's praying. And that's it. I'm never going to disagree with that. I'm never going to disagree with that. Uh, okay, y'all. So it's been a couple hours. I appreciate you all. I appreciate everybody who has joined in this conversation. It's been amazing. I don't know if anybody can see me going like this, and that, but I've had a whiskey and 2 beers. So I gotta go pay a water bill, y'all. You all have a great rest of your night. I appreciate everybody who has joined me on Haps TV, YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, and Twitch. It's Miko all day. My name is Tamiko. Y'all have a great night. Bye.